Gunner James 105. This is a photograph I printed off the internet. The officer on the left, I'm not sure of his name, but he is speaking to Major General George S. Patton. And this was during the September 1941 Louisiana maneuvers, which involved 400,000 troops. They were divided into two groups which represented two different countries. So you had your Red Army and your Blue Army. And I've printed this picture off because of an item that I've got recently here that is featured in this, because there's not a lot of photographs, but this one here shows you around his neck. That is the Comfo dust mask. This picture here it's a bit larger, but we don't have to worry about the picture because I've got one here to show you. The U.S. military didn't really have a military designation until I think 1942. They come out with an M1 military version of a dust mask that was similar to what a pilot would wear. So the tank crew would have their helmet, and then that other piece would, it was very similar in appearance, would go on the front, snap on the front or whatever. So the unit I've got here was used before the war and during the first part of it for tank crews, and anybody involved with a lot of dust. So I'll just put that up on the table. So this is pretty nice because it has the original box and items inside, all in pretty good condition. They were basically a civilian mask that was the MSA Comfo respirator, and that was the Mine Safety Appliances Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, made in USA. Bit of information on it. And patent numbers. Now that was patented in 1937 in Canada, which is where I'm at. And it was in Canada that this was sent from. On the side of the box, there's all the instructions on how to best use it. Oops. So, I'm not going to read it all to you, but perhaps if you wanted to get all of the information, you can pause at any moment, and hopefully this comes up clear enough for you. And nothing much happening on the bottom. And then on the side they have all the listings of the parts and pieces and all the part numbers that you could order if you needed. So that's all of it there. And then this side of the box basically is giving you a bit of notice as to other items that this company, all of its mine safety appliances, so they do all these different types of items as well. And I think on this side again we've got more information. So we don't find anything but English on this box. We don't find a barcode. You know it's old when. So, little tab here. Open up that box. And inside the box, there's a bit more as far as information on that. This here is in regards to a soft knitted piece that you could fit on the inside there, and that would absorb moisture, and you could, it's a little more sanitary, I guess. You could take that off and put that in the wash but this is cool because it's still there, and with the box. And then this is just the sheet then to tell you how to replace the filters. And according to this, I mean, once you start getting where you're feeling a restriction on the air coming in, would be time to change those filters. And so the box is in pretty good condition, and there are so in this little box here contains filters, and this is a full box of 10 filters. So it would have came with the 2 filters in the mask, and then the filters are inside. And I think, yeah, that just slides out. So, oops. So that just slides open, and with one hand it doesn't just slide open. But anyways, there's your stack of filters. And I had to do some searching because I didn't know what those little corks were for, but those are little corks. And so you get 2 of these little corks in there, which I'll explain later. And the mask itself does have fair-sized surface for the air to get in. And this one here, one's trying to date things or whatever, but give you a little view of the markings on it. And it was down here that I'm looking and seeing what looks like 741, which could be 7th month of 1941. So that would put it right in that area of the Louisiana maneuvers, if you just pick this up. And they've got, it's very simple as far as its hookup, which once I get, I'm going to put this camera on a tripod. I'll put this thing on and I'll do a little more explaining. So right now I'm just giving you some close-ups of what these things look like. So, and then on here there's some direction, if I can properly, whoops. Okay, I'm looking in a mirror, but anyways, let's see. On the other side we have the same thing. So you would just unscrew that lid, put your new filter in, and away you go. So I'll get this on a tripod and I'll show you how that goes on and what those corks are for, so hang tight. So the mask, it's not like a gas mask in that it's covering quite a bit of your face. It's just concerned with the nose and your mouth. So it's going to just sit and cover this area here. And so and it's a very simple little hook that goes like so to fasten that on there. So that would go like so. So anyways, this is how it goes on, what it looks like, and you want to make sure, like any gas mask that you're putting on, dust mask. Don't know if you could hear me through that thing, but if you want to have this be effective, you want to make sure it's sealing properly. And so there's where the corks come in. So your little holes on the side here, you would take a cork and you could I've tried to unscrew these, and for fear of breaking them, anything on the mask, they're on there pretty tight, so I haven't bothered to pull that apart. You could take off the covers and the filters and put the cork in from the other side, but it works just as well to take them and they'll push in on this side and on this side. So when you put that on like so. Then you're going to test to see whether it's sealing properly. So, having done that, I can feel the unit suck in towards my face, and I'm feeling that I'm getting a good seal on that. So that was why the corks were there, and that's why that is important. So, yeah, very complete, very excellent condition, in still working condition dust mask. And so, thanks for watching.